Good morning and welcome, my fiery friends. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. I'm glad you are with me this morning. Granted, it's going to be a little bit of a short stream because, again, I just want to, of course, enjoy the day with my family and friends. But I still wanted to say, of course, happy holidays one more time and, of course, Merry Christmas because I wanted to enjoy part of it, at least with some of you out there that watch me out there. So I do appreciate, of course, for those of you that did show up for even just a little bit today. So we're just going to have a little bit of casual fun today with a nice little fun build of mine. What exactly are we going to be playing today? Well, I'm glad you asked. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's jump right into it. Excuse me. All right. There we are. Okay. Yay. Okay. So welcome everybody to another fiery fun stream, of course, on Christmas Day itself. Hopefully, again, those of you out there that whatever you got, you did enjoy whatever your gifts were giving. Even if you aren't celebrating the holiday itself, again, happy holidays one more time, everybody. Den Splendid, welcome, my fiery friend. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Hopefully, again, you're having a great day where you're at. So, without further ado, let's jump in, of course, into basically what is going to be part 2 of a fun deck that I actually put together a year ago. So, last year, we did put together Hylda of the Icy Crown, but that deck was on a budget. This time, however, we're going to be playing it on, of course, a non-budget build. So, that's what we're enjoying today, everybody. Without further ado, we're going to be playing Frozen 2. So, of course, Hylda has returned, and she is going to be doing a lot of more cooler stuff better than ever. Oh, watching through the TV? Oh, awesome. Thanks again for that. Hopefully, again, you're enjoying that. Look at me all fun on the big screen there. All right, so without further ado, again, just trying to gather myself here because, again, I'm a little groggy this morning. But thanks again, everybody. So, all right, so, losing my train of thought here. What exactly are we playing? So, if you haven't seen it from last year, Hylda of the Icy Crown is going to be our main commander this morning, and we're going to be just trying to see if we can just tap down the board to get a ton of extra value with her. So let's go ahead, let's talk about her briefly for a second. Oh, and I did forget to mention, everybody, for those of you who are a little bit newer to my content, and those of you who are maybe watching this in the replay, basically, if we break this down just similar to any one of our usual deck techs on YouTube. So in other words, we'll talk, of course, about every single card in the deck. We'll then go over the stats and everything. We're going to, of course, do as many games as possible. And finally, from that, if you do have a little bit of time, we'll talk about, again, usually how well the deck did, good, bad, whatever, and just kind of go from there. Oh, let's see. My channel on YouTube got from 149 subscriptions to 172. Oh, that's nice. Happy to hear that from you. Keep on growing. I'm sure you'll get there. You'll definitely get to 1,000 before you know it. No, seriously. Actually, it will take a little bit of time, but keep putting in the effort, of course, Den Splendid. And I do believe you will get there, my friend. You will definitely get there. So, let's talk about the stats of the deck before we dive right into it. So, longtime viewers of the channel know how we do it. Before we ever talk about any of the decks, we have to talk about the stats. So, our Frozen 2 deck is going to be, of course, Azorius colors. So, you're looking at white and blue. You're looking at an average mana curve of about 2.6. We're only going to have, honestly, only 15 creatures in the main deck. However, most of it is going to be supplemented with a ton of instants, 27 instants, 4 sorceries, 7 artifacts, 7 enchantments, 2 planeswalkers, 1 battle, and 36 lands. Granted, the land count does look a little bit low, but remember we are, of course, utilizing, as always, a bunch of extra modal stuff, so that doesn't actually technically count in the land count. They do count as spells. All right, so going over this again, Hylda of the Icy Crown here is going to be our wonderful Ice Queen here. Basically, she's just Elsa, of course, in Magic terms, let's be real. But otherwise, Hylda of the Ice Crown, for those that have not remembered, is a 4-mana, 3/4 legendary human warlock. And it says, whenever you tap an untapped creature an opponent controls, you may pay 1. Whenever you do, you can create a 4/4 white and blue elemental creature token. Or you can put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Or you can scry 2 and draw a card. So Hylda here does a lot of cool stuff for just a simple little investment here. Granted, it's going to take us a little while to get all that mana out, but do not worry, we'll definitely have that here, no problem. So, as far as how we're going to tap down the board, remember that, again, this is a non-budget build, and if you are interested in a budget version, check out, again, the old video that I have from last year, but of course, I will leave that link in the details below once we're done with the stream this morning. Otherwise, this upgraded version is going to be starting off with Authority of the Consuls here. Basically, locks down your opponents by putting all their opponents onto the battlefield's creatures tapped. And every time a creature an opponent controls enters, we gain a life. So, great for us to slow down the game plan for our opponent here, and nice for us because we can just keep getting a ton of life. Fanberry here is a simple little creature here with 2 mana, tap it to tap another creature down. Again, this just goes into Hylda's game plan. Giver of Runes is great because, again, we can give protection to another creature we control from either colorless or from any color we want. So this is going to be great for us. Loren's Escape here is going to be for protection reasons. Gives any one of our artifacts or creatures hexproof and indestructible and scrying. Ruining Shot is actually one of our sweet little techs here. It's actually really cheap because once we start tapping stuff down, if we don't want to deal with that creature, we then just tap it down and then destroy it. We can also scry too if we kick. Selfless Saviors in the deck just, again, as another cheap way of protecting our game plan. Dispel here is just to counter instant spells. Slip out the back. If we really want to just avoid anything such as can we deal with Farewells or Sunfalls or anything, basically Wraths that just exile the whole board, we're going to put this out to, of course, to phase out Hylda or any of our other creatures that we just want to keep alive. We have Wash Away here for counter spells against commanders. Using the guard approach can again tap down stuff and, of course, give any one of our creatures hexproof, so it's great for our game plan. Icy Blast is newer to the deck from last year. This version, of course, can tap down X amount of creatures, so it's great for us. However, if we then have a creature with power 4 or greater, those creatures will not untap during their controller's untap step. So again, slowing down the game plan here. But that's all we're trying to do here, just slow our opponent down. Feeling a Dread here just allows us to tap down 2 creatures and it has flashback, so it's great to reuse. Invasion of Gobakon here, again, will slow down our opponent by then making one of their key cards cost 2 more to cast. If we manage to flip it into Light Shield Array, this again will just keep pumping up the board, and it's going to be making all of our creatures really big, really strong. Kabir Takedown here, just again for some removal, and it's also a tap land in a pinch. Plunge into Winter here, just going to tap down a creature, scry, and then helps us draw some cards. Pressure Point's an instant speed tap down ability to draw a card. Razorgrass Ambush, if we need it as a removal in a pinch, it works great, but also it is kind of technically a land. Sentry's Shelter, also another tap land here, and also can give one of our creatures protection. Shelter again for more protection and also card draw. Swift Response to destroy a tapped creature. Thalia here again will slow down our opponents here. Granted, it does hurt us as well, but we actually don't care about having to slow down our game plan. We're trying to slow down our opponents as much as possible. Flowering of the White Tree here can give all of our non-legendary creatures +1/+1, and if it's a legendary like Hylda here, it'll give it +2/+1 in Ward 1. Bitter Chill here is an aura here that will tap down something, and also if it does go to the graveyard, we can pay 1 and then scry 1 to draw a card. Defabricate for counterspell measures. Freeze in place again for more of our tap down shenanigans here. It puts stun counters on a creature, so this actually will slow it down a ton. And then also we can scry 2. Negate for counterspells, Doem for counterspells, No Rely counterspells, Arcane Signet, again, just staple for decks. Cold Steel Heart again. This is just to help us do some pseudo ramping, but also it is flavorful. Swiftfoot Boots here is just going to give one of our creatures hexproof. Mostly it's going to be Hylda. Distracting Geist here again can forcefully make our opponent tap some stuff down. If we do manage to flip it into the disturbed side, it also works great as an aura. Expel here to exile a tapped creature that we just don't want to deal with if it keeps coming back. Redain here is going to also, again, slow down our whole opponent's game plan here. Gives our opponent snowlands our opponent controls tapped in case they do have snowlands. Non-creature spells your opponent controls with cast mana value of 4 or greater will cost more to cast. Or we could flip it into its legendary artifact side, which is actually going to be really sweet for us because, again, it will protect all of our stuff because it turns down the damage down by preventing it 1 of each. So that's going to be great for us. And, of course, if it does... Whenever another permanent we control or targeted permanent of an ability our opponent controls tries to hit us, we get to counter that spell. So technically, I guess it kind of considers itself, I don't know, Ward 1, I would say. Solitary Sanctuary here, just again to tap stuff down. And anytime we tap an untapped creature an opponent controls, we get to put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. So this is great for us to pump up the board. Stall for a time again for more tap shenanigans here. And also we can draw a card. We also have the kicker. Territorial Hammerskull is one of our few creatures in the deck, but when it attacks, it taps down a creature an opponent controls. Thalia here, the other Thalia is going to give our we have first strike, and of course, non-basic lands and opponent controls will enter tap, so it again slows down their plan. Ardenvale Tactician has tap an ability attached to it, and also it's a flying knight. Hydroelectric Specimen here mostly is just meant for redirecting a spell back to it, or we can just play it as a land. Icebind Pillar here with a snow land, we can then tap an artifact or a creature down. Succumb to the Cold, again, it's going to be a more cute, fun flavor for us, where we can tap stuff down, put stun counters on them. Verity Circle is another brand new card for us for the deck, and every time an opponent's creature becomes tapped, we can then draw a card, so it's great for us. Ice Out here is again for counterspells. Siga de Stupor here again for just more bouncing effects, and also it's a land. Urza's Rebuff can either be a counterspell, or we can tap stuff down, which is really sweet. Absorb here again for counterspell shenanigans, also we gain some life for stabilization. Hylda's Crown of Winter here, we have to of course have this card in the deck because again it is on flavor, but also it just helps us again with the whole game plan that we got. Mithril Code here is also added into the deck just to give one of our creatures indestructible, so again we can give it if we don't need, for example, Swiftfoot Boots for our Hylda. Replicating Ring is a snow artifact here, and it is a mana rock, but again, if we then have it stick on the battlefield long enough, we can get a bunch of extra copies here, then again some extra giant ramp. Bola Slinger here just has the back ability, so again, it can give one of our other creatures ability to tap down artifacts and enchantments an opponent has. Icing Death here, the Frost Tyrant, a card that a lot of people have forgotten, but again, it technically is on flavor because it is cold, if you will. So with that, it has Flying Vigilance. If it manages to die, we can then just flip it into its legendary artifact side. Wandering Emperor here is also great for us because we can exile tap creatures that are attacking, or we can just get rid of stuff we just tapped down ourselves.
Time of Ice here is also for flavor reasons, of course, but of course we're going to be able to tap stuff down. If we have to, we can bounce things away at the part 3 of the saga. Devious Cover-Up is here is going to be for more counterspell shenanigans, and also then tuck back in some cards that we want to reuse. Nibelus of Frost here is going to have Flying and Prowess. Thank again to, of course, Commander Masters. This is actually a really sweet card for us. It has Flying and Prowess, and whenever we cast an instant or sorcery, we can keep tapping stuff down. So as, of course, we keep tapping with all of our instant sorceries here, this card, again, gets really out of control very quickly for our opponent. Charade of the Numbing Depths here is going to be a 4-mana 2/3. It's a Merfolk Wizard. Whenever it enters, we can tap stuff down, put stun counters on stuff. We can, of course, then draw some cards. Teferi, who slows the suns out, another great upgrade to the deck, of course, because we can then untap stuff we want and tap stuff down that our opponent has to just keep doing our shenanigans. Supreme Verdict, we do need at least one, of course, Wrath to the deck in case if things go out of control. Inexorable Tide here, just again, whenever we cast spells, we proliferate. Mostly, again, in the old build, this is actually kind of a holdover because originally we didn't plan on proliferating in this deck. But, of course, once we start putting +1/+1 counters or even stun counters on our opponent, this will, again, be very helpful for us in the late game. Lorien Reveal just to help us dig out an island for us, but we can also draw 3 cards in a pinch. Dispose and Deploy here, just again, tap some staffs down. Of course, we can add some Thopters to then stabilize. And then finally, the one and only Frost Giant, a classic staple card back in the old days of Magic. But of course, it works for us because it's on flavor for our deck. And of course, because it's Frost Titan. It's a cold deck. We have to, of course, have it in the deck. Okay, so rounding everything out here, because we're almost done, everybody. Don't worry. We're going to jump into some games in just a minute here. We're going to have Cave of the Frost Dragon as one of our lands here. Aganjo here, Snow-Covered Plains. Castle Vantress, Hall of the Storm Giants. Otawara Soaring City, 8 Snow-Covered Islands. And then some bunch of dual lands here in Akadar Waste, Deserted Beach, Glacial Floodplain, Glacial Fortress, Hallowed Fountain, Pathway Land, Idyllic Beachfront, Meticulous Archive, Seachrome Coast, Command Towers, a staple, Field of Ruin to then destroy an artifact, a land. Flooded Strand here's our fetch land. Fountain Port here just to create some more extra value. And finally, Prismatic Vista to then dig out any one of our lands. So, woo! Okay, so we finally got through all that. Sorry, as always, for us taking a while. But again, those are Brawl decks for you. We're now going to then just jump into as many games as possible for the next hour and some, and let's see how well we do. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in. Play some fun Brawl for us with Frozen 2. All right, so let's go, everybody. Let's see. Has this deck possible on getting a bunch of wins by tapping stuff down and gaining a bunch of value from it? Well, I guess we're going to find out right now because we are in our first match for the day. All right. Some nice Christmas action, everybody. Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? What do we got? So we got plenty of lands, which is great. We have some counter spells to slow our opponents down. Yeah, let's keep this hand. I think we're good here. Oh, Cookie, I see you also on Instagram over there. Hey, have a good stream today, Infernoman. I'm with my family on Christmas, so I can't stay. Good luck, have fun, and burn bright. Oh, well, thanks again for that. It's, again, hopefully, again, you're hoping and having a wonderful day with your family and friends. I'm only just trying to squeeze this in as best I can until I have to actually go to my big boy job. Yes, unfortunately, I do actually have a big boy job to get to today, even on Christmas. But that's okay. That's why, again, the stream is going to be a little short today, everybody. But again, I do appreciate all of you hanging in there. All right, so let's go. Let's get this started here. Let's play... I guess we'll play our Hydroelectric Laboratory tapped. All right, let's see what we got, everybody. Show me what you got, opponent. You've got playing Kaith, Famed Mechanist. Ooh, okay. I actually haven't seen anybody play this card, so let's see how this card does. We'll see. All right, so we got UC Guard Approach, which is great for later. Snow-Covered Island, and we'll pass. All right, opponent. What do you got? All right, Arcane Signets. All right, our opponent's getting the ramp on. All right, we'll play Otawara. I guess we'll play the Mithril Coat in a bit. We do need a white source, which is kind of a little awkward right now for our deck. All right, opponents, show me what you got. Anointed Procession. All right, so they're going to start going off with tokens here. Is that going to be something we want to worry about? But I guess we'll find out. I suppose I actually could have counterspelled that, but we'll wait. Mithril Coat coming in. Seachrome Coast is not bad. Although we are awkwardly a little bit slower than I'd like to be, but that's okay. Alright, so game plan right now. If we can just keep their fabrication shenanigans off the field, we should be good to go. Okay, so with that, Urza's rebuff. Counterspell that. Too bad, opponents. Staying off the field. Alright, Fountain Ports. Alright, so we are getting our stuff together here, which is nice. Hylda coming down. thankfully, we do have a little bit of protection and tap shenanigans, so we are going to be able to pull off our thing in just a bit here. Hopefully. Caretaker's talent. All right. That's fine. Opponent's going to start going really big with their tokens right now, but we will have, hopefully, a game plan to just overwhelm them ourselves. It's a Healy. Okay. All right, so here's how we do this. So with that, we will tap down. All right, so the tapping down shenanigans come now, everybody. Tap it down. We will start making our own tokens. And, all right, first elemental out. Swing with Hylda. Down to 22, opponent. All right, your move. What do you got? Thankfully, we do have some counter spells, so we're ready to go to stop our opponents. Dense Linnet hitting the shower. Be right back. Okay, that's cool. Get yourself cleaned up, my man. Actually, I probably should take a shower myself after this match. Or actually, not after this match, but I mean after the stream. I realized I kind of woke up and just jumped right into the stream and realized, oh, maybe I probably should have cleaned myself up just a little bit. But that's cool. All right, so here we go, everybody. No more lies. Too bad. Gone, opponent. At least one of the good things, at least, about playing a Azorius deck is we have access to all the best counter spells. All right. Cookie, last match, just have fun. Oh, thanks. Thank you for that. Oh, man, and our opponent, he has had enough. Too bad, opponent. You got beaten down here. All right. Yeah, first win of Christmas, everybody. Feel good. All right, we got our first win there, everybody. Opponent just did not want to deal with our tap land shenanigans and counter spells, so there you go. Not too bad right now. We're going to jump right into our next one. And again, we're going to just play as much as possible, everybody. So, if you guys want to support the channel, if you do want to show some love for me today on Christmas, your gift that you can give to me today is, again, be sure to follow me here on whichever platform you're watching from, whether it's going to be on the X, whether it's going to be on Instagram, whether it's going to be on YouTube itself. You can subscribe there, and of course, you can follow and subscribe to me as well if you want to watch me also here on Twitch. Any platform you do want to support me on, I really do appreciate it, everybody. So, without further ado, let's jump right back into it. All right, so we got Lorien revealed, so it can get us our island. We have Distracting Geist, Lorien Escape, and a Supreme Verdict. Okay, so if our opponent is creature happy, we will find a way to get around that. But either way, we should be good to go, right? Right? Yeah, we totally should be. All right, so with that, Field of Ruin first down. All right, opponent, show me what you got. You got Gladariel here. So that means it's going to be, what is that, Try Shenanigans? Okay, well, let's see. Can we get around that? Island cycling. And then we'll get a snow-covered island. So now we have our mana fixed, which is great. Snow-covered island. And then we should be able to put Distracting Geist down next. So that'll, again, prevent our opponent from doing shenanigans. They got a snow-covered island themselves. Oh, okay. Well, our opponent is also playing a little bit on the frozen side today. All right, that's cool. I like what we're going to try to do here, opponent. Distracting Geist first. All right. Pathway land. Gladariel. All right. Ooh, okay. So Thalia will be nice for later. But for now, Hylda coming down. We swing. Tap her out of the way. Unfortunately, we don't have the mana to start doing our stuff, but that's okay. Hylda here will start building up her icy, frosty army very soon. Opponents? All right. Cookie, hey, I sent you a message through Instagram chat, but I didn't see it. Oh, I forgot to mention here. And this is actually not something of anybody's fault. I realize that as much as I appreciate your support on both, unfortunately, right now, Streamlabs does not have support for Instagram chat to be added to the multi-chat on here. So I kind of have to, that's why I kind of have to keep up on one side here, the Instagram chat, to make sure I don't lose anybody on that side, at least when I'm talking. But still appreciate your support. Thanks again for helping out, at least on both sides there. But still, go have fun with your family. Go enjoy your day. I appreciate you being here, but hopefully, again, I'm not pulling you away from your family. I want you, of course, to enjoy your day however you like. All right, Glacial Fortress coming down. Okay, so how do we do this here? All right, so with that, let us... Time of Ice. We will tap down Elrond. Pay. We will put counters on stuff to make them bigger. We swing. Oh my god, it's actually working. There we go. Tapping stuff out of the way so we just keep swinging. Yes, there we go. All right. Nice. Very nice. All right, season of growth coming down. That's fine. But again, thanks everybody for being there. Just a friendly reminder, don't feel like you have to be there the whole stream, everybody. If you do need to do your thing with your family or friends, by all means. I'm just here just to, again, entertain you when I can. All right, opponent is doing some more Shrine shenanigans. Okay. It is going to get a little scary here, but worst case scenario, we do have a Supreme Verdict waiting in the wings here. So, I might have to do that here because I don't want our opponent to start going off here with Ladariel and also Scoot Swarm, which is starting to get a little out of control here. But okay, it does look a little scary right now because our opponent is going to start going off here. But don't worry. Again, we have a Supreme Verdict waiting in the wings. We should be good to go here. We'll be fine. We're going to be fine, everybody. Okay, opponents. Still trying to do their shenanigans here. I mean, that's fine. I'm not worried because we definitely have everything we need here. Okay, but in any case, while our opponent here is going to try to see if they can get a little cheeky here with their whole game plan. Once again, everybody, we do have, again, for those of you that are trying to figure out, like, okay, so after this stream, I probably won't have a couple videos for a couple days. Again, apologize for that, but it is the holiday season. I do want to spend it for family and friends over the next couple days, so content will be a little bit lighter this week, but don't worry. I will try to at least squeeze in one more stream over the weekend. I am, of course, working on our final deck tech for this year of 2024. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a little spicy and a little expensive, but don't worry. It will work out. All right. What our opponent also doesn't realize is, yeah, go ahead and get cheeky, opponent. Sure. Put out all the Scoot Swarms you want. I'm still waiting with the Supreme Verdict in hand, everybody. And again, they're tapped out, so there's no way they're going to be able to stop us in just a few moments. But again, just going to let our opponent do their thing. Although, not going to lie, this is also a little boring for me too, because I'm just going to sit here. All right, it's fine, everybody. It's fine. Again, our opponent has no idea what's waiting in the wings here. Of course, I am a little tired of waiting, but okay. All right, that's fine, opponent. Go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing. That's okay. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Our opponent really thinks they're going to go hard right here. But don't worry. Don't worry, everybody. There's a plan. There is a plan in place, and we will stop our opponent as soon as they stop getting cheeky here. So we're going to wait it out for just a little bit. Alright. That's fine. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. I think our opponent right now is going to try to see if I was to guess, they're going to try to make as many Scoot Swarms as they can to do enough damage to then take us out next turn. That's what I'm guessing they're going to try to do. So again, it does look scary right now. But if it weren't for that Supreme Verdict, I probably would have quit already. But the Supreme Verdict right here, plus also we have Lorien's Escape to then protect Hylda. We're fine, everybody. Everything's fine. We're under control. Totally under control here. But okay, that's fine. Honestly, I feel like I probably will clip this in a bit. Oh, welcome back then, Splinit. Yeah, our opponent here is trying to get a little cheeky here. But you already see right here, I mean, I already have everything ready to go, so we're fine. It's just annoying because this is going to take a while just to get through. But that's okay. We're fine. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Alright, well, while our opponent is also trying to do their thing right here, again, as a friendly reminder, if you want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon. Links for that will be, of course, in the details. We also, of course, are live streaming across all kinds of platforms, so if wherever you're watching from, show some love. Be sure to follow me on those platforms. Subscribe if you're on YouTube.
if you do want to support the Patreon itself actually does have a ton of extra content if you do want to check all that out. We have on there a bunch of bonus footage, a lot of test footage from decks that may or may not actually get made into videos. But again, it all depends if you do want to check that out. The Patreon itself, although I would like to have you, if you want to support it, minimum is only $3 a month. Even if you don't, just joining it as is with something I would greatly appreciate. So either way, thank you again for that, all that support and love, everybody. Our opponent here continually she keeps trying to go off here. But don't worry, don't worry. I will try to remind myself to clip this later on. This is actually going to be hilarious here. I actually would hope that maybe they'll just rage quit in a bit. But, okay. I mean, our opponent is definitely going to try to get out all their lands here. Okay. Don't worry, everybody. The payoff is going to be worth it. I swear. The payoff is going to be worth it as soon as our opponent is done here. Yeah. That's the Scoot Swarm. He is going to hit the limit of tokens in a bit. Because remember that, what is it? Before they put that limit in, you were able to build as many tokens as you want in when you did this combo. But it eventually would break Arena. So instead of trying to crash the game, they've designed it where you can only do up to 250 tokens max. So hopefully, once our opponent maxes out here, we'll just blow them away and we should be good to go. But okay. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there, everybody. Jeez. And our opponent also is hitting the timer, too, so they need to hurry this up now before the timer just runs out. But okay. Just hang in there a little bit more. Try not to fall asleep. Try not to fall asleep. Oh, this is going to be so sweet, though. That's right, opponent. Lure yourself into a false sense of security. We're about to blow everything up in a bit. It's all good, everybody. It's all good. Their opponent right now is out of time. Wait, I think they are. Yeah, I think they're out of time now. So now everything just has to automatically just resolve. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, we're down to 93 triggers, everybody. Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. Imagine if you had to track this in paper. No, seriously, imagine if you had to track this in paper and your opponent just tried to go off like this. At that point, I would be like, you know what? Go ahead and resolve all your triggers. I'm going to go get a snack, and I'll be seeing you a little bit later. That's mostly what I would do. Damn, Splinit. It brought all of the relatives. Yes, it did. It's kind of like that episode of SpongeBob where Plankton has all of his relatives, and they all try to invade the Krusty Krab. This literally is what I'm getting the vibe of right now. Tactical nuke ready. Oh yes, we got the nuke ready. This is gonna be so worth it. I swear, if our opponent shame scoops, it would not surprise me if he tried to do that. But if our opponent does stick in there, I will give him credit. If our opponent does end up trying to think that, okay, you know what, my board's blown up, I'm gonna still fight this game, I'll give him credit for that. If nothing else. Oh boy. Remind myself, I need to remind myself for now, I need to clip this at some point. I will obviously cut this down and then put this up as a YouTube short, maybe later on this weekend if I have any time. Most of my focus right now is I do want to finish the New Year video. And of course, I need to actually finish doing the card of the year. We've already chosen our card of the year, so it should be a pretty obvious one if you've actually been following the game over the past year. Oh boy. Jeez. You know, honestly, at this point, I probably could actually take a whole shower right now, come back to the game, and then just be ready to actually be our opponent. Okay, Arena's also kind of getting a little impatient too, so they're like, okay, you gotta wrap this up like now. Oh boy. At this point, yeah, also our opponent isn't even like controlling this, they're literally just trying to let Arena just do its thing. Alright. It's okay, everybody. We're almost there. We're almost there. Don't worry. We're almost there. We're gonna be fine. This is fine. Actually, I'm gonna go probably get myself a water real quick while I'm just sitting here, everybody. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm still here. I'm just gonna get some water real quick while I just literally walk away from the computer because our opponent is just taking forever.
Am I done yet? Oh my goodness. Oh boy, this is going to take quite a while. Wow. Okay, but again, I'm going to let this go. Normally, I would love to just keep playing, but I'm so excited to just blow this whole board up. I want to get that satisfying wrath right now against our opponent, keep Hylda alive, and keep this whole game plan going. Oh my god, this is going to be hilarious. Granted, of course, our opponent has now more than enough mana to just recast Gladariel anyway, so that is annoying, but again, it's going to be fine. Once we blow up the whole board, we'll be okay. Just got to hang in there. Almost done. 45. Honestly, actually, I probably could use the restroom right now. Oh boy. It's okay, everybody. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. Okay. 39. We're okay. We're okay. Still waiting it out. Come on, opponents. So when was Scoot Swarm printed out? Oh, good question, Dense Planet. Oh, actually, let me highlight it. So it was Zendikar Rising. So that was 2020? So this card's actually now 4 years old. I have a copy in one of my token decks. It's in my Desert token deck. And yeah, it does hilarious things when it goes off, but a lot of people feel very miserable when it does, because you see the effect of what happens in a combo like this, when you just spam the whole board with all these cute little bugs. It happens. Oh, no, Arena, don't do this to me. No, it's not my fault. Come on. My opponent here is the one doing this, not me. Oh, jeez. All right, oops. All right, come on. I swear, if Arena makes me concede this and just hit us with a draw, I'm going to be so angry. Because our opponent here just let this go. Alright, come on, Arena. Almost there. Come on, just let me have this. Please finish up. I don't want to just get a draw from this. I really don't. We can finish this match. We're almost there. Alright. Yeah, that's one of the BS things that's honestly a thing of Arena. If it feels like if they kind of punish you if you take way too long with combos. But honestly, it should not be on us. That should be a loss for our opponent, not us, because we can't really do anything. So the game kind of is like, oh, well, if you don't do an action, you lose. And I'm like, come on, that's not fair. Because I can't do anything. I have to literally wait this whole out. We're at 15 more triggers. We're almost there. Almost there. Come on, Arena. Don't give me a loss. I really don't want to do this. I know. It's going to be so sweet if we can pull this off. But Arena right now is warning us that we might end up drawing here. Okay. Down to 10 triggers. Come on. Almost there. Almost there. Come on. Come on. Please finish this up for me. Oh, boy. All right. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Come on. 6 triggers. 5 triggers. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're almost there. Oh my god. We're finally there. Okay. We got this. Okay. We're pretty much there. Done. Finally. Yes. Okay. This is going to be the moment, everybody. Thank you for hanging in there. We got this. Oh my goodness. Okay. Tap stuff down. Wait. What? Why did we lose? Oh, come on! That's not fair! Ah! Why did we lose? That's not fair! I can't believe that just happened. I honestly cannot believe that happened. Why were we punished? Jeez, Arena. Wow. I had the combo. I had the combo right here. All our opponent just had to do was not trigger off everything and go infinite. We had the Supreme Verdict in hand. I had the Supreme Verdict in hand! Okay. I'm not going to try to get mad, but I am super salty that actually happened. I'm still going to clip that into a video in the future, even though that made me completely tilted that we got a loss out of that one. I mean, granted, we're not playing ranked or anything. There's no rank for Brawl, so it's not like it's a horrible thing, but I felt like I just wasted like a good chunk of my life there. I want that part of my life back. Seriously. All right. Okay. Breathing in. Gonna shake it off. Okay. Not gonna get salty. We're gonna try again. Okay. I still can't believe that all happened. Like, how long did that take? Yeah. 15 minutes of just sitting there. Honestly, in that whole time, I literally probably could have taken a shower or gotten like a quick little breakfast snack, and I probably could have just done my thing there. But okay. It's fine. It's fine. We're not gonna hinge ourselves on that one. We're just gonna play a little bit more. I'll play as much as I can. Don't worry. As much as I can in the next, like, how much time do I have here? Oh, well. Dang. I know we started a little bit later this morning than I wanted to. I do apologize for that, everybody, but yeah. This is probably going to be a shorter stream, but don't worry. We'll try to have as much fun as we can here. So we're going to keep this hand because we have the Authority of the Consuls. That will slow down our opponents. So we're going to throw that in there. Authority of the Consuls. All right. And with that, show me what you got, opponents. Hopefully you won't be nearly as annoying as our previous opponent, but they are playing Balin here. Oh. Okay. Well. This can go either way. All right. Well, with that, let us play. Put the tap down land there. Selfless Savior. This might also take a while too, but we'll see. We'll see. Den Splendid. You know what? We will do it later if we have time, of course. If we have time. If we don't have time today, Den Splendid, don't worry. I will try to do another stream. I'm trying on Friday. That's our next plan. All right, so we got an Arcane Signet, which is great. And we have the Replicating Ring, too. So far we have all of our pump. Swing. Down to 25. But this might take a while, too. Because Hylda here wants stuff tapped down, but we need to tap it down ourselves. It won't count if Hylda comes in and ends up... And they're already tapped, like, as is. She won't trigger off from that. So that's going to be a little annoying for this match. We'll see. Down to 28. Replicating Ring starts doing its thing. And then with that, Hallowed Fountain, Arcane Signets, Swiftfoot Boots. All right, we need to just get our ramp on. That's what we're trying to do here. Swing here, 24. So, as long as we have our Authority of the Consuls, we should be able to then just slow down our opponent here no matter how many tokens they make. Balin is a little scary, not going to lie, but hopefully we can get around this bunny. Balin coming in. Comes in tapped. We gain some life. So at the very least, we'll keep ourselves stable for a while. That should be fine. Plunge into Winter will be great once we can start doing our thing here. However, once we get that down, though, its ability will trigger off Hylda very quickly here. But we got to be quick. Actually, I realized I probably should have put in Hylda first. Because now our opponent's also going to tap stuff down, which we want that value as much as possible. Okay. Swinging opponent? They do. All right, that's fine. Go down to 24. But Hylda here, I think, is actually pretty well set for this match. So, Hylda coming down. She will give our opponent some life, but that's okay. We will play Idyllic Beachfront. Okay, should I do this now? Wait, do we have at least one mana open. So that does give us a little protection for Hylda. No attacks. We're going to keep also the dog available just in case we need to give Indestructible to the whole team. I doubt our opponent is going to try to Wrath with their bunnies out because they want to try to get as many tokens as possible. But we'll see. Okay. So that does help us gain some life. Opponent, are you going to do your thing with Balin? Maybe? Maybe? Wait, Heir Apparent made rabbits. Wait, why are they dogs? I'm very confused. Hold on, 1 second. What? Wait, why did it make dogs instead of rabbits? Did I miss something here? I'm confused. No blocks. We will take the damage. We're down to 10. But our opponent most likely is going to try to not attack anytime soon because they have enough damage where they probably could stop us. But we're going to try. Pacifism. I mean, okay. It's okay. It's fine for now. You see a guard approach. That's good too. Meticulous Archive. We don't need the Field of Ruin, so we'll just throw that away. And then we'll have both of these to work with here. No attacks yet.
All right, so with that,
if our opponent starts swinging, then we will start tapping stuff down. So hopefully that should, again, slow down our opponent enough where we can start making some tokens. We need tokens now to start slowing down and then getting victory here. They have 2 cards in hand. They can't play any more creatures because that's just going to rebuff us up. We'll see. We shall see.
anytime now, opponents.
Don't keep me waiting too long. Petrify. Okay. Wait.
Wait, does that work against us? Hold on. Okay. Wait, that doesn't work on us, does it?
So use the guard approach. I guess we'll find out right now. So we tap it down.
Opponents. So Hylda does still do its thing, so that's cool. That's fine. Opponents.
Do you have an answer?
Oh my goodness. Sure, opponent, you can tap down your creatures. That's okay. That gives us time at least to start doing our thing.
Oh, the Petra hit the boots, but the boots doesn't... Okay. I mean, we don't really care about that. And then Heir Apparent also. We'll tap that down too. Sure. We don't need the land, so we just need to start drawing into actual cards here. Okay. Pay the 1. Make a token. It will come into play tapped, unfortunately, so that does buff up our opponent for a bit here, but that's okay. Make another token.
Okay.
So, we have some tokens. We just need to then buy time. The good news, of course, is our opponent also has to tap down in order to just do their thing. So that does give us out just a little bit. Picker Poison. Opponent sacrifices an artifact. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I guess we'll... Let's see. Well, what do we get rid of? I guess the Arcane Signet, because Replicating Ring is still going to stay on the board. We want that, to, of course, to do its thing. They probably yeah, they probably might have misclicked, but that's okay. Heir Apparent, that's fine. They'll make a ton of tokens. Okay. I'm still confused. Wait, why did they have dog tokens? I'm so confused about that. I don't get why that happened. Okay. Okay, cooped up. We'll get rid of that. So at least now we can still use our tokens. That's fine. Okay, Verity Circle. So this is good. And then from there, no attacks. We then just wait it out. Okay, so our opponent does have a pretty big board, but we're both out of cards at this point, so it could still be anybody's game at this point. Now, of course, our opponent's going to start trying to tap stuff down. But, however, Verity Circle here does help us out here quite a bit. Thank you, opponents. Thanks for refueling our hand. Appreciate that. Verity Circle, everybody. Secret tech against decks like this. All right. Now we're in business. Whenever a creature an opponent controls taps, if it's not their turn, we get to draw a card. Thank you, opponents. I would like to draw some cards. Thank you. We refuel our hand. This is great. There we go. Much better. I'll draw all the cards, opponent. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We get to refuel completely here. Let's see. Wait, how many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll take one more. Nice. And then with that... Actually, we can block this if we have to. Okay, so with that, our turn. All right, nice. Our opponent actually helped us out there quite a bit. So with that, we can then do this. Well, actually, I don't even know what we want to do here. We're going to expel Balin once we have a shot to do so, but we're going to wait it out for just a moment. In the meantime, let's see. I mean, we have a ton of removal now, which is great. That's also really sweet for us. And then I guess we're just going to one attack. We just need to clean up their board. That's all we got to do at this point. All right, opponents. Game trail. They reveal. Now, if they tap down Balin, that's where we're going to have some fun here. If they don't do it, that's okay. We can still tap it down ourselves. Opponents? Anything? You can give us more cards. I'm totally cool with that. I can't believe they did that, though. I mean, that was actually pretty sweet about what we have with Verity Circle and Hylda. Our opponent's going to give us more cards than they will gain. Oh, this is beautiful. I love this. Yes, I'll draw some more cards. We will have to, of course, shrink down our hand size at the end of our turn, but this gives us plenty of time now to kind of plan out what we want to do here. So, nice. I'll definitely take all those cards. Thanks, opponent. All right, here we go. Draw more cards. All right, we're definitely going to hit all of our land drops now. This will be super sweet. Opponents, heir apparent, sure. Comes in play tap, so we gain some life. Make some tokens. Gain more life. And then, okay, does our opponent swing? They do. Oh, man. Okay, this is beautiful here. Okay, expel. Sorry. Your commander has to go away. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, we're looking pretty good right here. Balin coming down again. And then we're going to counter it. That's gone. All gone. All gone. All right. We're looking pretty good here. And then I guess we're just going to go here. Our turn. Okay, so the replicating ring is almost done. So in the meantime, we will need... Okay, Castle Vantress coming down. Thalia. She will be a little annoying because she can't do anything yet, but we're going to get there. No attacks yet. And then, okay, we got to discard 4 cards. We have tons of land, so we're going to throw away 2, 3, and... I guess we don't need the Prismatic Vista. Okay, that's 4. Okay. Down to hand size. Okay, so with that, Balin now costs them... Oh my goodness, it costs them 7 mana. Okay, alright, okay. So with that, I'll probably sink in the Stupor in a bit. But okay, I think we should be good to go here. I think we're good. I realized I probably should have added to the deck Intangible Virtue. I believe that's the name of the card. It's a 2-mana enchantment that every time we have tokens, they get a pump, and also I think they have Vigilance. So that would allow us to just keep swinging at our opponent. Okay, so we got Fanbearer. That's cute. Okay, keep drawing some cards. Well, at the very least, we'll definitely get everything we have out very quickly here, because also Replicating Ring is almost done, so that's actually pretty sweet. Okay, so we got Wash Away also in hand. So what I'm going to hopefully do now is I'm going to try to get rid of their Haymaker, because we'll destroy that in a moment. Let's see. We'll tap down some stuff. Because we will need, of course, some more tokens. We're definitely going to have to start building up the board here. Nice. All right. Getting that value, everybody. Pay 1. Get some more tokens. We just need to build up the board. We need tokens. We need lots of tokens. Pay 1. Another token. Wow, this deck is actually doing its thing. But against certain commanders like this, we definitely have what we want. Draw another card. Raise Grass Ambush. That's cool. I think we'll decline now. We have more than enough cards now to get everything we need going. So, all we're just going to do is we're going to blow up Balin on the next turn. And then we should be A-okay there. Okay, one more turn and we get a ton of replicating rings. And oh my goodness, we just got Icy Blast. Oh, this is going to be so sweet. Okay, so with that, first off, Ruinic Shot. We need to take out Balin. Balin's going bye-bye again. All right. Gone again. Oh, okay, Teferi's coming. Okay, Teferi's coming. Okay, so with that, we'll kick. Okay. All right, so let's see. We have to discard 3 cards at some point. So with first off, Snow-Covered Plains, that's 2 cards we only have to worry about. Fan Bearer. They gain life. All right. I would like us to get rid of that Authority of the Consuls. That's our biggest thing that's going to slow down this whole game plan here. We need to find a way to just bounce that away or just get rid of it completely. I realize, wait, do we not have any artifact or enchantment hate in this deck? That's kind of awkward, I realize. Probably have to figure that out later on. Let's see. In the meantime, let's see. Hylda, Crown of Winter. And then I guess we go from there. Okay, so with that, no attacks yet. Our whole army of ice elementals is going to keep us alive. We don't, let's see. They still have 2 cards in hand. And they're going to try to, of course, try to do their thing right now. But we also have a wash away, so at this point, we're going to basically get rid of their whole commander and their whole game plan soon. Okay, we gain some more life again. At this point, we're just also trying to stabilize, because once we have enough life, and we should be able to blow away their stuff. Oh, okay. Well, we cannot have that on the field for much longer, so, oh boy. Huh. All right. That might actually be a problem for us. Okay. So with that, is there anything we could slow down with our opponent here? Ooh. Is there any way out of this? I could tap down 1 or 2 things, but we can't get the whole thing with porcelain. Oh, jeez. Wow, our opponent actually hoses here. Well, this is unfortunate. It's not quite what I wanted to see, but let's see. Okay. Is there a way out of this? At all? I mean, we can just block everything, but we don't have enough tokens to stop this whole plan. Dang. Dang. All right, our opponent's got us here. Dang. All right, well, we'll take that loss, I guess. Wow, they actually got the right card to beat us out here. We were doing so well with keeping the board down, but dang, we completely got wasted there. Sadness. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, everybody. It'll happen. But man, we had a good game plan there for a little while, but our opponent found the right card they needed to slow us down completely. That's okay. At the very least, you can see that the deck is capable of doing some really cool things if our opponent gets too cheeky with tapping their own stuff down. Verity Circle is a really sweet card for this deck. I actually love that card and what it's doing for our deck. It got us a ton of cards, which is great, but we just couldn't quite get to what we needed. If we had a Wrath, we probably could have completely took down our opponent all down. Okay, so let's see. Our opponent is playing Toski here, so it could be either a Squirrels deck or it might be some mono green pile. We'll find out in a bit. All right. All right, so we got a Pathway land, Snow-Covered Plains, pass opponents. All right, what do you got? Show me what you got. 2 forests. Drover the Mighty. Oh. Dinosaurs? I'm confused. I'm a little confused here. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We'll see what they're trying to do. We'll see what they're trying to do. Don't worry. Chronicle of Alchemy cards. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting, by the way. Okay, it's fine. Put down the Hammer Skull. Okay. And then hopefully we'll have Hylda down before we know it, and we should be good to go. Okay, Chronicle of Worship. What does Alchemy card do? Okay. A random Shrine card from on the top of your 7 cards? Okay. Weird, but okay. It's something our opponent was going to try to do here. So in the meantime, put down a blue source. Hylda coming down. We swing here. Tap down the Goreclaw. Unfortunately, no value yet, but we will get it. Okay, down to 23. So, our next option here, we have the stall for time, which is great to start tapping stuff down. But what else is our opponent going to try to do here? They got 5 cards in hand. Quilled Great Worm. A little scary, but we can get around that. We definitely can. Okay, when it attacks... Okay, so it gets pump. Okay. We'll have to let that slide down to 19. Okay, put counters. Yikes. Okay, Prismatic Vista. Okay, pay. We will get out a snow-covered plains. Alright, so with that... How do we do this? Okay, so I could tap down 2 right now. Or I could do 1. Nothing yet. Okay. We're going to wait for our opponent for a moment here and see what else they cast. We'll see. Questing Beast. Okay. Scary. Scary, scary card, but that's okay. Bloom Tender. Alright, so we got to start tapping stuff down now. So with that, stall for time. 2 biggest creatures. Tap those out of the way. Get 2 triggers. Make some elementals. Make some elementals. Okay, so Quilled Great Worm here may not want to swing just yet. We'll see. Opponents? Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Anything at all. Alright, nothing yet. Frost Titan's also not too shabby either. So, let's see. Lorien Reveal. Will Island Cycle. So we will be able to get out Hollow Fountain. And then from there... Okay, so we'll swing here. Tap down the Quilled Great Worm. Make another token. If they block, we can also protect with Shelter. Down to 21. Okay. So far, so good. After that, Frost Titan should hopefully just completely slow down our opponent. But we shall see. We shall see. Opponent's going to swing. Most likely. There we go. Now, the question is, what do we block? We have a Shelter also that'll help us protect ourselves for a little bit. But everything else is a little scary here. Okay, hold on. Alright. We'll have to do some blocking here. Not ideal, but we don't have a choice. Everything has trample too, which is very annoying. Okay, I think we got this. Opponent, you have an answer in hand? Shelter. And then we will shelter at least one of our tokens here. Let's see if this does enough here. Okay, so protection from green. Okay. Get some card draw. Okay. So with that, at the very least, one of our tokens will survive. Down to 7. Oh, I forgot Questing Beast. Oh, I forgot. It does that thing. Never mind. Never mind. We completely messed up there, everybody. It's fine. It's fine. Pervious Great Worm. Oh, that ice out would have been nice a turn ago, but I think it's too little too late. Okay, well, at this point, I don't think we're going to win, everybody. Dang. Alright, so we can tap stuff down. Pay the 1. Make another token. Swing with the Hammer Skull. Tap down the Great Worm. Down to 19. But unfortunately, we cannot get through their defenses there. Like, they're too strong. Dang. Mono green, everybody. Mono green. Wow. Got wrecked there because I misclicked on some things. I totally forgot that you cannot... Damage can't be prevented if you have Questing Beast out. It's fine. Jumping back in. We're not going to let that shake us out. We're going to keep on playing. Okay. And then at this point, also, we're already past the halfway point of the stream. Normally, I do like to stream a little bit longer, but we are going to have to be a little bit on the shorter side today. So, as always, if you do want to support me, if you do want to show a little bit of love, again, like, follow, and subscribe wherever you watch the content. You can see all of my socials right here on screen right now, so you don't miss on any of the gameplay, booster pack openings, live streams, deck techs, and so much more. As always, if you do want to do a little bit more extra support, you can join the Discord of our growing circle of fiery friends. We also, of course, have a Patreon, where if you spend at least $3 a month, you can, of course, get access to all of my bonus footage that I throw up. A lot of it is going to be a lot of uncut gameplay that actually sometimes does not make it onto YouTube videos. So check that out. It's actually kind of fun. I try to update it as much as possible. Granted, of course, yes, I do have a regular life outside of streaming, but again, hopefully we can keep building everything up here. Either way, I still appreciate any and all support that all of you out there provide me. So thanks at minimum for showing some love and being here on the stream today. Okay, Arcane Signet. Our opponent is playing Tiamat, so that's going to be a little scary, but we will try to find a way around that. So with that, we'll go from here. Lorien Reveal will be cycled if our opponent does not play anything. We have a Dovin's Veto ready to go. Freeze in place, Defabricate. So we have some counter spells to work with here if we need to. A Slip Out the Back will be great also for later on. Cold Steel Hearts. That's fine. Let our opponent do their ramp. On blue. Lorien Reveal. This allows us to get an island. So with that, we will get out Hallowed Fountain, of course. Sink into Stupor is not bad either. Pay 2 life. And pass. Okay, so let's see. We should have enough coming up in a bit, so then hopefully just hose our opponent. Tiamat is scary, but we can find ways to get around it. Map the Frontier, okay. Alright, so, we will actually want, like, a bigger counterspell. We would like that. Right, 2 more lands. They're hitting us with a bunch of pings. Alright. Okay, our turn. Teferi who slows the sunset. Well, Okay. Okay. Tap, and then I guess we'll untap 1. Okay, so with that, nothing else we can do just yet. Dragonlord Servant. Alright, slowing down, or I'm sorry, speeding up, getting out Tiamat. Okay. Opponent. Tiamat coming in. Alright, well, a little scary here. But we will find a way around it. Okay, so they're searching for a bunch of dragons. What dragons are they going to get? They have 2 cards in hand we don't know of, though. Oh boy. Okay, so is there a way out of this? Okay. So in the meantime... Okay, hold on. There is a way out of this. Maybe. Okay. Tap land. Okay, so let's see. Tap up to 1 artifact. 1 creature. Untop the Hollow Fountain. Gain some life. Pay the 1. Okay. And then we will... Oh, the Supreme Verdict, that'll be good for later. Okay. That helps us out. Okay. So, opponent is going to try to play as many dragons as they can right now, which is going to be a little scary, but we do have the Supreme Verdict in hand. So, this should be enough for us to at least get around some stuff. Unfortunately, though, our opponent is going to blow up our whole board right now, which is going to suck, but it is what it is. Dang, Hylda got wasted there. Ouch. Okay, so put her back. Opponent's probably going to swing at Teferi. Yep, no surprise there. We go down to 23. So we cannot afford to stall at this point. So we're going to have to throw down Snow-Covered Plains and then Supreme Verdict the whole board. Phew. Okay. That was our panic button mode, but we had no choice. That does mean our opponent now has to spend... How much do they have to spend here? Oh, wow. 9 mana just to get out Tiamat. Okay. Okay, I really would wish we kind of had also one of our better counter spells here just to slow down Tiamat a ton, but we'll find a way around it, everybody. Don't worry. We will find a way. Opponents? Anything? Nothing? Okay. Alright. So, can we get Hylda out here, or we kind of just have to play a bit more defense than I would like? Okay. I think we might have to here. So, Lathless gets stunned. Okay. Frost Titan is okay for later. Devious Cover-Up might actually be the counterspell we need. Okay. And then... Okay. Not feeling too good about this one, but we're going to try. We are going to try, everybody. Devious Cover-Up might help us out a little bit later on. Ancient Brass Dragon. Ooh, okay. That's scary. But he has to swing in order to do stuff. Okay. Lawson. Here come the dragons. We don't have enough support, though, to get around this, but I'm going to try. Okay. Brass Dragon, go away. Okay, Devious Cover-Up. Dang, okay. I don't feel really good about this one. We're in a pretty dangerous zone right now where I don't know if we can get around all of this, but we're going to try. Okay, opponent. Ancient Brass Dragon. Okay, so with that, Devious Cover-Up. We will put back the Supreme Verdict, Lorien Reveal, Freeze in Place, Sink at the Stupor. Okay. So at least with the dragon out of the way, we get that gone. Shuffle these back in. Hopefully we can get the Wrath back out. Okay, so opponent. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, okay, okay. It's fine, everybody. Okay. We will counter that ability just for a bit to buy us some time. It's not much time, but we'll try. Okay. Ooh, jeez. Maybe we should play a dragon deck at some point. Let me know in the comments below. Would you guys like to see me play a dragon deck after I get wrecked here? Wow, down to 1. Never mind. Dang. Alright, well, we got wrecked there completely. Ooh, boy. Sadness. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. We're shaking it off still. Still brawling. Still playing as much as we can of Hylda. I still believe in her. She has the capability of doing some fun stuff. But man, we're getting beat up here pretty bad on Christmas. Okay, so let's see. Sorry, looking at the clock right now, everybody. Okay, so at most we're looking at probably maybe another 30 more minutes, 35-ish minutes tops of gameplay and streaming today. We'll see what we can cram in. Hopefully, again, we'll have some victories here. I do believe we can get one victory today, one legitimate victory with Hylda. I believe that. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got everything we need. We do have a way of countering their commander for a turn, which is good. Icebine Pillar will be nice for later on. Boreal Grazer. Cute little beast here that just puts down a land. All right, Restless Cottage. So with that, we'll play first Snow-Covered Plains. Okay. Show me what you got, opponents. They got all their lands fixed. Must be nice. Alright, Hall the Storage Ice is also good too. Put that down as well. Okay. What else you got, opponents? They got a Restless Cottage. Harrow. Okay. Alright. Well, they're going to get their landfall on. So the Necro Bloom is probably going to come out next turn, but we do have a way of countering that. Okay, here it comes. But too bad, opponent. We do have a counterspell for that. Denied. Okay, bought us a turn there while we build up our action. Okay. Another land for opponent. Swing. Wow, they're just trying to flex on us. Were they just that angry at us? Okay, I'll take that. That's fine. All right, in the meantime, wait it out a little bit longer. We have a No More Lies also, so that's going to, again, we're just going to try to slow them down. That's the whole game plan. Bloodstained Mire. Sacking it. Fetching out a swamp. Here we go. Still feels kind of awkward that I know they're colorless, these lands here, but they technically can go in the deck even if they have red on the card. I don't know. Find that always interesting about fetch lands. All right. Any case, let's go ahead. Let's counterspell them again. Too bad, opponents. Cannot have them use the Necrobloom. Also, we actually did put together a budget Necrobloom deck months ago, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already done so. Glacial Fortress. All right, Invasion of Gobakon. Let's get a peeky peek, opponent. What do you got in hand? Ooh, wow. Okay, so what do we get rid of here? Vorinclex is scary, too. The One Ring is going to be annoying. Crater Hoof will be a terrible finisher we don't want to deal with. So, put that away. All right, so we lock that out for now and pass. All right, so Smothering Tithe. Very annoying. Okay. I guess that's they're going to have to make up all of their treasure production. We draw. All right. No paying the 2, so they do get a treasure. Put down the plains. Hylda coming in finally. And pass. Okay, so if we could just keep their stuff off the board just a little bit longer, we should be able to start building up our stuff here ourselves. Alright, they play the One Ring. But it is the nerf version because of the fact that it has to pay mana since they did the weird, awkward alchemy nerf in the format. Alright, tap land. No swings, of course, from our opponents. Okay, we draw. Okay, so now we got to start getting stuff out of the way. So with that, pressure point. All right, so with that, we tap that out of the way, and we draw a card. Ooh, Authority of the Council is actually really nice for us here. Okay, so with that, decline. Yes, you can get a free treasure, opponents. That's annoying, but it's okay. We'll pay the 1 for ourselves, though. Make it elemental. Authority of the Consuls. So at the very least, this will slow down our opponent. That hopefully should be enough. Hit the Invasion of Combagon. All right. Flip our battle. Now it becomes Light Shield Array. So this will start building up our army very quick if our opponent does not have an answer. All right. Hylda's getting a little beefier. All right, opponent. Down to 22. And then once we can get down that Icebind Pillar, we should be able to start locking down their board very, very quickly. Okay. What else you got, opponents? Necrobloom coming in. But it is tapped. So that's not bad for us. And every token they make will give us basically free life. All right. Not too shabby for now. But those zombies are going to be a bit of a problem if we're not careful. Okay. So, our way out of this is we need to start tapping things down with the Icebind Pillar. Ooh, Source of Plowshare. Oop. Not today, opponents. Loran's Escape. Actually, we will need that land. Phew, that was close. Okay. So the game plan is still alive. We just need to start swinging here. A little swift response to the Necrobloom. Too bad, opponent. You're going to have to pay again to get that Necrobloom out on the field. Draw a card. Deal with the annoying treasure token production. No, we are not going to pay. Icebind Pillar. Oh. Arena. Oh, I needed that tap for a moment there. Okay, it's fine. We swing here. Opponent will block. Down to 18. Okay. Okay, well, at least our tokens and everything are getting bigger, so that's fine. Alright, opponents, one ring, tapping it down. Okay, so draw more cards. But that is going to start draining them very quickly if they're not careful. They're going to be taking 3 life next turn, and we are getting close to the end. Hopefully this will be our win for today. Hopefully we'll get that single win we've been looking for. Ooh, Primeval Titan. Another scary card. But we will get some life off of that, so we can still buy ourselves a little bit more time. Just a little bit. And opponent. Okay, they got the landscape, thickets, alright. More lands. But thankfully, there's no landfall triggers to deal with, so we'll be okay for a couple turns. We just need to start tapping them down with Icebind Pillar, and then we should be good to go here. Dryad of the Ilson Grove. Okay, that's fine too. Gain some life again, up to 29. Do you swing, opponents? Oh, actually, that's actually beautiful for us. So, we do want, of course, to get some more tokens on the field. We got a Flooded Strand. Tap that token out of the way. Nice. All right, so make another elemental. Do not pay. Decline. Okay. Swing here. Down to 6, opponent. Oh, man, we're so close here. So very close. Pump up our creatures again. Okay. If our opponent puts down the Necrobloom, I think we might be okay. Maybe. Also, that Crater Hoof, we also can counter its ability if we need to in a pinch. Oh, Defabricate. All right. Well. Wait, can I turn this on yet? The Hollow Storm Giants? Not yet. Hold on. How many is that? They need 6 plus 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. Well, our opponent here is going to try to hit us with the Restless Cottage. That's okay. Down to 25. All right. Can we get there? Flowering of the Right Tree. Okay. Counterspell that. Phew. Okay, that's off the field. That's good. Opponents? You basically have one turn here. I mean, sure, you could gain life, but the one ring is going to eventually drain you out. Bristly Bill. Okay. I mean, that's okay too. It's tapped anyway, so we gain some life back. That's cool. Let's say Flooded Strand. Alright, so we're going to get our Surveil land. That's what we need right now. Opponent will gain life. So now they're completely tapped out. They go back up to 6. Okay, so where is our Meticulous Archive? Okay. Come on, deck. Give me one card that... Okay, that's good. That's a sweet hit right there. Okay. I think this is game. I think this is finally game right here. Wow, opponent is going all in. They're just like, you know what? We're just going to just draw. Win or lose. They just need to get their answers. All right, I think we got a 1. Let's see. Don't pay. Yes. Okay. We will back up. Okay. Tap down Primeval Titan. Pay. This time we pump up our whole team. All right. Swing. Get the Dryad out of the way. Pay. Oh my goodness, I think we finally did it. We finally did it. I think we got there. All right, our opponent. And there you go, everybody. Victory. All right, we finally got our first real legit win today, everybody. All right. Victory. Oh, that felt so good to do. Woo! Oh, you're ready? Well, I mean, okay. I think, you know what? Okay, I'm looking at the time right now. I do realize I'm going to have to start getting ready for my work in a bit. So you know what? Let's do that. We're going to cut it a little bit shorter than I anticipated, but we're going to make some room. Okay. So, Den Splinit, since you've been waiting patiently, if you want to, yeah, go ahead, challenge me for a moment, and then we'll have you play for a little bit. We should be able to at least get in one decent match. After that, I'll do a wrap-up of the deck tech today. We'll see how well we did. We'll talk about a little bit of the stuff that went good, some of the stuff that went bad, and then I still can't believe we had that frustrating match earlier today. So sad about that one. We had completely the perfect strategy to beat down our opponent, but unfortunately Arena just denied us that victory. It's okay. We'll still clip that and talk about it later on. So go ahead and show me whatever you got, Den Splinits, and of course I will face you. I'll do that. But while our friend here is getting ready to go, everybody, as always, I do appreciate all the support you have for me today, everybody. Thank you one more time for taking the time out to then watch me for a little bit today. I know it wasn't a very long stream today, but again, I do appreciate that support. So once again, thank you everybody for that. I hope again you're having a wonderful holiday season wherever you're watching the videos, wherever you're at in the world. Even if you don't celebrate, still hopefully you've been having a wonderful season. All right, so with that, Den Splinits, whenever you are ready, because I am good to go. Okay, still waiting it out. Anytime now. Whatever you have thrown at me, I will take you on. Although granted, you kind of have a little bit of an edge because you kind of know already what my deck is trying to do. So hopefully, again, it'll still be fair. I'm sure it will be, though. Whew, okay. So, still waiting for a friend here while they kind of square themselves away. All right. Still need a little bit more time. Okay. Okay, so whenever you're ready, I'm still here. I'll keep the same deck too, just to keep it, of course, fair. There we go. Okay. Yes. All right. And then we will play, of course. All right. And for those of you out there that are interested, every so often I will try to make a little bit of time on stream if you're interested in this playing. So yeah, go ahead. Challenge me if you dare in the future. We will try to, of course, set up early next year another stream where we can have, again, anybody that does watch me that wants to challenge me, I'll have that set up ready to go in the future. So we'll do one more stream in the future coming up, maybe hopefully in the next month or so, where I can just do, again, against other viewers out there. Okay. But until then, I will get more details once we set that up. All right, and right now our friend here, Den Splinit, looks like they're playing Rev, Tithe Extractor. We played her as part of a separate deck a couple weeks ago, so we'll see how that goes for him. All right, put down our tap land first. All right, show me what you got. Show me what you got. All right. 2 swamps. Ooh, foretell or plot? Oh, they plotted away something. Okay. Snow-covered plains. Territorial Hammer Skull coming in. As it swings, it will be tapping stuff down. Alright, another swamp. Alright, Black Stag Buzzard. Cold Steel Heart. Where's his rebuff? Okay, so we swing here. Tap down your bird. Down to 23. Play. This is going to hurt for a second here. Ouch. Hylda coming in. Hopefully you don't have any removal, but I guess we'll find out in a moment. Right, Swamp. Ravenous Chupacabra. Of course. That's fine. That's a good play. All right, we put her back onto the side. Down to 20. Okay. A Gonjo. And then, let's see, what do we do here? We could swing. Tap the Chupacabra to get out of the way. Down to 21. Alright, so we're going to go full control for a second here. Okay, Rev coming in. But we'll succumb to cold, tapping down. Tap down these two. Put some stun counters. Do you swing? You do. Okay. Okay, down to 18. Unfortunately, she does trigger off, so you steal a card, which is not fun, but okay. That's here. Okay. We draw. Okay, good. It was a land. Okay, Hylda round 2. Do you have anything else? Nothing yet. Swing again. There's nothing for us to tap, technically, so that's fine. Down to 19. Okay. Things are untapped, but they'll actually be really untapped next turn. What did you steal from me, though? Okay, tap land. Fairy Dream Thief. They surveil for 1, so they're going to look at the top. And... okay, they threw away... ooh, a Deadly Suit. Alright. That's fine. Unstoppable Slasher. Okay, swing it again. Okay, down to 16. Stealing more cards from me, because I know that's how you like to play. That's just fine. We will get there. We're at 16. Okay, Snow-Covered Forest. And let's see. We'll pass here. You may think you have us now, but I still think we have a shot here. Fire Mine Vessel. That's tapped. All right. Gonna have to start tapping stuff down here, Den Splendid, so too bad. All right, here we go. So we can pay. Make a token. Pay. Make a token. Swinging. Rev will still get her do her thing. Not gonna lie, Rev is a really good card. Annoying, but she is good. Down to 15. Alright. So they steal another card from us. Alright. Well, Den Splendid here trying to keep us off balance here. But thankfully, we do have some answers still. So, negate my own Invasion of Galvacon, which would have been nice for us, but okay. That's fine. Alright, so with that... Bola Slinger. Okay, we will play it on Hylda. Selfless Savior. Alright, well, I'm out of cards. Okay. Big swing here. We tap down the Chupacabra, and we tap down the Rev. Do you have an answer, opponent? Nope. So with that, we will scry 2 to draw a card. Okay. Draw that. That's fine. Okay, and then with this, I think we'll pump up the whole team. That should be good. Okay. Any answers, opponents? Dan Splendid, do you have an answer? No? Okay. Down to 1. Alright. Okay, you got 1 turn basically to stop us.
Can our friend here, Den Splendid, beat me down? Will we have the victory, or does he have a way of answering us? Blight Keeper, okay. Do you have enough defenses? Maybe. I mean, that Unstoppable Slasher is a little scary still. Of course, he swings. Ooh, big swing here. Okay. Well, you can do that. Okay, so what did you give him death touch to? Okay. Okay, Chupacabra. And let's see. Block here, the Slasher. That's the one card that's actually going to mess us up. Anything, opponents? Okay, down to 7. So did we get the win here? That's the question. He steals more cards from us. But is that enough? Phyrexian Arena. Oh, wow. Okay. Mithril Coat. Oh, okay. I mean, you can do that too if Den Splendid, but that's fine. That doesn't really help you out as much as you think it does. Okay, Swift Boots. Anything? On the Blight Keeper? I mean, you can. That's fine. Okay, so with that, I think that's pretty much game for us, my friend. Okay. We swing. Can't tap anything now, but I think we got you. All right, good game. Good game, my friend. All right. Nice. Sorry, my man. Good match, but we just couldn't take that loss, so thank you for that one. All right, so I think that's pretty much going to be it for us today, everybody. I know it was a shorter stream, but I look at the clock, and unfortunately, I do have to get ready for actual work. Yes, I know, I actually do work on Christmas. Absolutely disgusting, but hey, it is what it is. Well, you still did a good job there, Den Splendid. I always appreciate having a couple of nice matches with you, so thanks for that one. Hopefully, maybe we'll have more time on the next stream to actually enjoy a little bit more time. But let's go ahead, let's wrap this up. We're going to, of course, as always, do our little breakdown of the deck itself. So this was basically Frozen 2. Hylda, of course, makes her icy return after we've tried her out last year on a budget. So you tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Would you play this deck in any way, shape, or form? Truth be told, I probably need to refine the deck a little bit more if it's going non-budget. I do like what this deck does, but we probably may need to do a better balance of either better counter spells. We might actually want some actual hard removal just in case we cannot tap things down. And also, I forgot to put in some actual artifact and enchantment hate. The deck is missing quite a bit of that, so we probably should put that in for the next ones in the future. Overall, oh, and then also to add, I did like your deck there, Den Splendid. There is some cool stuff in there. I probably would have, of course, as always, like to look at a full list just to kind of give you a better of a critique. But, not gonna lie, yeah, that commander is very annoying because she steals stuff like crazy, makes a bunch of treasures, and then also can use those cards against me. So, it is definitely your style of deck. Not one I'm fond of, but it is good. So you did great on that one. I honestly thought for a second there I was going to get hosed because if that's Invasion of GoblinCon actually resolved, we probably would have gotten screwed there. But well done. You held up pretty well there for quite a while. So I did like it. Okay, now, having said all that, okay, as far as the deck that we have today, the biggest weakness that I noticed we did is, yeah, we do need probably some better spot removal. Although our whole game plan does rely on getting Hylda to do her thing, that's actually the deck's biggest weakness. Yes, we could tap stuff down, but we're not going to get the full value until Hylda is on the field. And that can be a little tricky at 4 mana for her. It's not that hard to get 4 mana down by turn 3, but you definitely need then extra mana to protect her to make sure she doesn't get absolutely destroyed. Having said all that, I definitely do like what the deck is trying to do. I do love what Hylda has here. I love her ability. It is a very unique ability among commanders out there. So tapping commanders, they do exist, but Hylda, I think, does it the very best out of all of them. And I love how awesome she can either be a go-wide strategy with elemental tokens. You probably could go, honestly, into a token deck if you want to with Hylda if you want to. You can go to +1/+1 counters if you want to. You can just go with other effects. You actually can build her in a couple different ways. So I do like what she is capable of. Having said all that, if you are interested in, say, maybe trying to play this on a budget,
I will, of course, link later on today in the details for the stream when it's over, the link for the original video that I had from last year with the deck list. So that way you can play this on a budget if you're interested in doing that. And then you can have some more fun with Hylda if that's what you are into. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll definitely say, yeah. Rev feels like a more affordable Ragavan in black. So it is a good card. It's just very annoying, but still very good. So props to you on that one. All right, so before we, of course, end the stream, everybody, we're definitely going to talk about, of course, what is to come in the next couple days. So we're already, as I mentioned, working on our final deck tech, our deck tech of the year. It's going to be Kenergy. So this is going to be actually a really fun one. So honestly, the original version is a non-budget one, but I did put together a budget one for those of you out there that are looking to play this deck in the future. We are trying to work on a super duper budget one. We're talking, again, no rares or mythics and the Brawl / Commander format. So it's going to be a little bit tougher for me to do, but I'm going to try to see if I can make it work. Your future stream, if we can get one going this weekend, I'll probably do back to standard for a little bit here for a tempo deck that I'm actually really excited to play with. We haven't seen tempo back in standard for a while, so hopefully this one will actually be pretty good. We're still also going to work on our final basically in 3 colors, and then we're going to jump to 4 colors down the line in 2025. So we're going to have our basically series continue on with some more deck tech ideas out there. Once we get past the 4 colors and then possibly even a 5 color deck or 2, I'm going to see if we can keep the basically series going, but maybe we'll start doing them for other formats, maybe some high powered ones, or maybe some EDH / Commander / Brawl decks, something out there that's going to be fun and awesome. And then finally, of course, we are testing out some future regular deck techs once we got a little bit more time. So we have a deck that has no rares or mythics, that's Burn, and an 8-whack deck that I'm actually really jazzed to play with. It's basically what you see in the modern format here on Arena. But that's pretty much all I have for today, everybody. We're going to, of course, just wrap this up as always with my one final thing I'm going to say, which is one more time, happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you again for watching today, everybody. My all-stars who were watching earlier today. So, Cookie, I know you were here earlier, but thanks again for being there for me when you were able to. Den Splendid, as always, you're my all-star. And those of you that have been watching on Instagram, again, shout out to all of you, even if you weren't able to chat with us today. I do appreciate that. So, Baffo86, Amarin204, I know, Cookie, you were on there as well. Luke Whitworth 1289 and Eric 117. Sorry if I messed any of those names up, but I did see all of you out there. So thanks again one more time, everybody, for all that. But with that, that's basically gonna be it for the stream, everybody. One more time, have a wonderful day, however you celebrate, whether you do or not. And again, we will see you again, hopefully this weekend. But as always, I like to say, just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. We'll see you next time, everybody. Later.